I recently moved to this beautiful new home in Southern California, and my goal was to make enough money trading with prop firm robots to completely cover my lifestyle expenses, which happen to be $15,000 per month. And in this video, I want to show you a realistic plan of what it took for me to get to $15,000 per month trading with prop firm robots. And I did this all without taking any manual trades, and I'm going to back everything up by data and statistics. So as you can see right here, I've gotten a total of $31,000 in withdrawals. In June, I did $10,000. In July, I did almost $16,000. And in August, I'm projecting to do about $18,000. And it's not just me. If you log into our free Discord channel, you'll see results like this pretty much happening every single day of people taking prop firm challenges, getting funded, and actually making withdrawals. And at this point, we've almost helped 900 people become funded prop firm traders using the process that I'm going to outline in this video. Now, of course, in full transparency, these are just my results and your results may vary, and my previous results don't necessarily indicate your future results. And any hypothetical results that I show with this calculator are solely based on statistics and probabilities and don't guarantee you profits either. So before we dive into the plan of exactly what I did and show you the statistics and the calculator, I'll start off really quickly by defining what a prop firm is. If you're not familiar, prop firms are large capital firms that generally have a two-phase test that cost anywhere from like $400 to $500 or so. And if you can simply make 10% profit without going over 10% drawdown, you move on to phase two, where you have to do 5% profit without doing 10% drawdown. And if you do that, you become a funded trader. They give you a funded account and you make 80% of the profits. Now, so far, I've been primarily having the most success with a prop firm called E8. And I specifically like their one-step plan because instead of having to complete two phases, you only have to complete one phase to get the funded account. I've also had a lot of success with a prop firm called FXify, and I'm now taking challenges with a prop firm called Funding Pips. And of course, there's dozens and dozens of other prop firms that are available that you can trade on. Now, as far as how I'm actually trading with robots, I'm using our Titan X robot primarily, and I'm using our leaderboard. Now, the reason that I love this is because instead of just trading one static strategy on our leaderboard, you'll get to see strategies that have been created from our AI agents as well as our community of hundreds of other traders. And this leaderboard on its own is testing over 500,000 different trading strategies each day to figure out which strategies are working best specifically for passing prop firm challenges right now. Not what worked a year ago, but what's working best right now. So here you can see the strategy name. You can see that this trades gold on the 1 minute time frame. You can see the success rate that has happened over the course of the last year, which happened to be 100% for this strategy. Now, in full transparency, this is back-tested results, so I don't expect my results to be like that in the future. So I can go ahead and I can pick any one of these strategies, open up the results file, and I can see, hey, if I would started a challenge on each of these days, would I have passed or would I have failed? And you can see the majority in this backtest have been passes with some fails. Now, again, in full transparency, that does not mean that's how it's going to trade in the future live market. So all I've been doing is selecting some of the top strategies from our leaderboard. I'll click download, click the account size, whether I'm on challenge or verification or I'm trading post-funded, and then I'll just simply download and save that strategy and load it into my trading terminal to start trading. Now, when it comes to taking these challenges in the live market, we've seen anywhere from a 25 to 50% funded rate. So I'll just go ahead and put here a 33% funded rate, which is similar to what I've been seeing, and just want to show you where most people slip up, and so that way you don't slip up as well. But most people will slip up because psychologically this can be difficult. If you're failing 67% of the time, it can be psychologically difficult, even though it can be extremely profitable. So if you look here, this is just a calculator or a simulator that will tell you if you pass or fail based on a 33% funded rate. So you can see here, I ran it, I had 29 passes, I had 71 fails, and you can see here, had it start, I would have passed, failed, pass, pass, pass. I would have failed, 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 which had you started here and gone in 4 fails in a row, this is psychologically difficult to continue trading. Now, if I just run this again here, you can see I would have started off with 3 fails back to back, and had I quit right there, then I would have missed out on 3 funded accounts right here that came immediately after. So where most people get it wrong and they mess up is they screw it up psychologically, and they think that just because they're failing doesn't mean that they can actually have success long term, when in reality, you just have to let the law of large numbers play out in your favor over time. So just to work some basic math here, let's say that I'm going for a $100,000 challenge. My test fee, let's say on average, is $500, and let's say my funded rate is 33%. That means on average, I have to take 3 challenges in order to get 1 funded account, meaning that $500 times 3 means it cost me roughly $1,500 in order to get a funded account. Now, once I've gotten the funded account, what I've been doing is I've been going for 4% monthly payout. So I'll do it a lot more conservative to try and take as many payouts as possible, stay under the prop firm's radar, and at the same time, be able to preserve the account as long as possible. So at a $4,000 profit split, after the prop firm takes their 20%, you're left with about $3,200. So if you just think about this unemotionally and look at this logically, my cost to get a funded account was $1,500, and in my first payout, I would have made $3,200. So would you risk $1,500 to make $3,200? Probably all day long, right? And again, that's just on the first payout. You may be able to get multiple payouts before you end up exhausting the account, which I'll show you has actually happened with me as well. And the way that I've been able to scale up to $15,000 per month and beyond is not by taking more risk once I get a funded account, but instead reinvesting those profits that I made in getting more funded accounts so I grow my assets under management. So you can imagine if you do 4% on 100 grand versus if you do 4% on $1 million, it's a big difference. And so all I'm doing is reinvesting some of the profits into growing my assets under management, not going any more risky with the funded account, still going with the 4% goal and trying to get as many funded accounts as possible. Now, at the same time, I've done something called hedging to cut my downside risk as much as possible. So with hedging, instead of me just taking the one prop firm challenge account, I'm also funding a small personal account with some of my own funds. And the way that this works is I have an automated system that essentially will take the opposite trade. So if on my prop firm account, I'm taking buy orders, then on my personal account, I'm taking sell orders. And if I'm taking sell orders on my prop firm account, I'm taking buy orders on my prop firm account. So here's a little case study of how this has worked. I paid $500 for this prop firm challenge that you can see here on the left here. And you can see it was in all sell trades. And I happened to lose this prop firm challenge, meaning that I failed, which I'm expecting 67% of the time or so I will fail. But because I was taking buy trades on my personal account, and again, this happened all automatically, I actually ended up making $606. So I lost $500 by failing the prop firm challenge, but I made back the $500 plus an extra $106. So I actually got paid to fail this prop firm challenge. So what did I do? I just took that $606. I bought a new prop firm challenge and I simply rinsed and repeated the process until I got the funded account. This way for me, it's a lot more psychologically easy to trade this because even if I fail, I'm not losing any money. Okay, so now that we've set the ground floor of the overall strategy, let's go ahead and let's actually talk numbers. Now, before I explain these numbers, this is simply a calculator that I've used based off of some of the statistics that I've actually been seeing with my real prop firm challenges that I've input into this calculator that's going to give me, based on probability, averages, and statistics, some numbers of what I could potentially earn. So all of the fields in here in the blue section are my inputs, and then all of the other white sections are my outputs. So I put in my challenge size, which is $100,000. I put in my average challenge cost, which if I looked at my average challenge fee based on all of these challenges that I've taken up until this point, the average happened to be about $415, as you can see here. So I've gone ahead and I put that into my challenge cost. I've also put my funded rate, which my funded rate has fluctuated, but it's currently at 31.17%. So I've gone ahead and I put my funded rate right there. I've also put in my average days that it's taken me to complete phase 1 and phase 2 and get a funded account, which is 35 days. Now, the one variable that we're going to be playing with is how many challenges at one time are we actually running. Now, in this hypothetical scenario, I'm just saying that we're running 2 at a time, and then I'll show you how I was able to get to my income goal by running more challenges at the same time. You can see my payouts per month. Generally, prop firms will pay you out twice per month. My profit split of 80%, my profit target of 2%, 2 times to give me that 4% that I talked about earlier. And then I've been able to hit my profit target 83% of the time. So here it spits out some numbers. It says that I would need a total of $4,150 in my hedged account. It would take me about 56 days on average to get a funded account. You can see my profit target here and my profit split after the prop firm takes its cut. You can see here also on average, it's expected to gain about half of a funded account per month based on these statistics. And I also have a 31% probability of losing a funded account. Hey, and by the way, before I show you how the income goals actually work and we show you how you can get to your goals, if you'd like to apply to join our trading team and get access to everything that I've shown you, go on over to www.propfarming.com to fill out an application to see if you qualify. So based on these numbers, I can see here my 12 months of roughly what I could expect to earn based on these statistics. And again, these are just statistics. This is probability. This is not a guarantee. So I can see here that my first month I should make about $2,300, then I should make about $4,000, then $5,000, then $5,900, then up to $6,000, then kind of cap here around $7,000 and an average of about 1.18 funded accounts. So I'll include a link in the description so that way you can play around with this calculator as well. But the main thing that you can play around with is if you were to take, say, 5 challenges at a time. And what this means is that I've simply been running, in this case, 4 challenges at a time, meaning that if I fail a challenge, I'm starting a new one. Or if I get a funded account and now I'm only having 3 that are in the challenge phase, I'm starting a new challenge right away. So I'm always trying to have 4 challenges at a time that are in either phase 1 or phase 2. And then my goal is to just stack the funded accounts as much as possible. But as you can see here, if I do 4 challenges at a time, then I could get up to around the $15,000 per month mark. But what I've actually been doing is I've been taking 7 challenges at a time because my goal is I want to actually go a little bit bigger and get above $20,000 and start to get around the $25,000 per month mark. And according to the data here, you can see how many funded accounts you should have on average. And if all of this stuff works out, then you should be able to make around $20,000 to $25,000 per month. Now, in full transparency, I did notice that this process took a little bit longer, and I likened it more like a locomotive train that takes a lot of energy and time to get up and get rolling. But then once it starts rolling, it really takes a little bit of energy in order to keep the thing rolling. And this was the same thing for me. I started taking prop firm challenges fairly consistently back in March, and I noticed that it really took me about 2 months to get my first funded account. And then it wasn't until about 90 days that I received my very first prop firm profit split. Now, since then, things have really started to compound, and I'm starting to get withdrawals pretty much every single week, if not more than once a week, because now I have over $800,000 worth of funded accounts, live funded accounts that I'm actively trading with. So ultimately, what does it take to actually have success doing this? Number one is it takes a little bit of patience, it takes some capital, and it takes some time to actually set up the challenges each week, especially if you get up to the point like me where I'm taking like 7 at a time. It probably takes me 30 to 45 minutes per day in between checking on my different accounts, requesting withdrawals, and then also setting up new challenges. But so far has been so good. I've been able to make enough to cover my lifestyle expenses, and my goal is to grow it even beyond that. So that way I can cover all of my lifestyle related expenses and then take the excess and even invest it into other things that I'm interested in investing in. Hey, if this video was interesting to you, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in a future video.